Hi friends, it's me Liz from Curve Your Learning. I hope you're having a wonderful summer day. It is July. We're in the thick of summer, and it is time to hand out some summer reading tips for you and your kiddos. I love reading. I love reading because, I love reading. My mom was a reader, so I saw that. She would bring us home books from the library, and I would gobble them up. She read for herself. She read with us. She brought us books, and we had fun with it. She didn't say, you can read this book because it's level 2.4 and you're level 2.4, so you can read it. She didn't do that. She gave us books to read that she thought we would enjoy, and we did. So that's my summer reading tip number 1 for you. Have fun with it. Use voices, use puppets, be in a comfy area, sit outside, let your kids read with the dog or with the cat or with their stuffed animals. FaceTime their grandparents, read to or with them. Let them choose a book that they love. I don't care if they've read it 1,000 times. If they really love reading about unicorns, let them read with unicorns. If they really love sitting in the bathtub and listening to you read to them, great, do it every night. You're going to have a very clean kid who knows a lot about reading. Cereal boxes, magazines, kids' magazines, there's wonderful ones out there. I remember Highlights as a kid. Scholastic has wonderful reading books. My dad used to order me Scholastic books. I listen to Audible now. My kid struggled last summer. He had to read a book he didn't like. It wasn't his taste, so he struggled with it. Don't do that to your children. He had to do it for homework. So I found it on Audible, and he got to listen and read along. That really helped. If it wasn't homework, I wouldn't let him read that book because it just wasn't his cup of tea. Make sure your children are enjoying it. School is their work. Summer reading is their fun. Let them enjoy it. Whether it's a graphic novel or a comic book, it doesn't matter. If they love reading about basketball players or singers, if they love unicorns, wizards, if they love, recipe books, let them read recipe books and cook. Great. It's reading, it's science, it's nutrition, 3 in 1. It's very STEAM. Love it. Let them do it. Let them enjoy it. If they love reading about artists, let them read about artists. Let them do the art. Let them show and talk to you about it. Let them have fun with it. So whatever they like to read, let them read it. We have many my kids are gamers. We have many cheat sheet books. They read them all the time. Gaming cheats, gaming codes. They read those. They read Star Wars ad nauseum. They read, Rick Gordon has amazing books about Greek mythology and Egyptian mythology. And my kids ate it up, and they read them each 3 times. Each kid, each book, 3 times. Let them have fun with it. Summer reading tip number 1, have fun with it. You have fun with your reading, they have fun with their reading. Let it happen. Summer reading tip number 2, talk about it. Communicate. My mom would give us a book and then say, oh, I think you would really like it. I read it and I thought, and that would help us connect. She wouldn't give us the whole book. She would give us something that she knew we would like. So find a book that's interesting for your kids. Like I said, Rick Gordon for my kids. They really like Greek and Roman and Egyptian mythology and Norse mythology. I just kept finding more and more and more. They loved it. I kept giving it to them. My husband loved Star Wars books. We brought them all out. We shared them with the kids. What you like might be what they like. It might not be what they like. Maybe you like Christmas books. I like reading Christmas books at Christmas time. I read kids' versions to the kids. I read adult versions to myself. They see that every year. They ask for those children's Christmas books. Whatever it is, engage. Let them enjoy it. Talk about it, though. Connect with them. That connection is so vital. It lets them know that what they're doing is important. It lets them know that you're interested in what they're doing. It helps build your bond as a family. It also makes sure that they are not just looking at the words. They're staring at the words. That is not reading. That is staring at the words. If they're just breaking out the word and they can tell you what all those words are and string them together so perfectly, that's decoding. That's important to reading, but it is not reading. They have to be able to think about it, to talk about it, and to apply it. So make sure that they are doing that. They have to apply it. So talk about it. Make jokes. Do you know jokes about stories? Find them. If you don't know the story, ask them about it. Make sure they're making those connections between other books to themselves, to their world. That'll help you know if they've read the story and helps them make greater connections that are the skills they need to apply when they're back at school and in their professional life, right? We read for a reason as adults, for pleasure and for work, to gain information. And kids do too. So read, and talk about it. Summer reading tip number 3, 20 minutes a day, every day. Every day. That's the hard part. Every day. They need that exposure to words. They need to do something also that's not video gaming and texting and riding their bike and playing on the slip and slide. They need reading. Whether it's at night under the covers with their flashlight, whether it's in the bathtub, whether it's laying on the lawn, whether it's together on the couch, everybody with their own book, what have you. Maybe you all curl up and read one story together. 20 minutes every day. It could be out loud. It could be in their head. It could be on Audible. It could be read to them, read with them by themselves. The more exposure to words, the better. The higher number of words they encounter actually helps them become a better reader, a better writer, a better student. And they're more successful as a student. So we want to expose them to as many words as possible, and you're only going to get that by reading and talking. The 2 ways. So make sure you're reading and talking and thinking about what you're reading and think about what you're talking about. They all work together. Thinking, reading, and talking. Yeah, you thought I was going to say writing, but it's not. Thinking, reading, and talking. They all go together. They help with our writing. Writing gets that information out, but those 3 build upon each other. So in review, my friends, have fun with it. Talk about your reading daily, every day, 20 minutes. You can break it up. Doesn't have to be all at once. Read, read, read. So if you need more tips or if you need some resources, find me at curl.com. You can also email me at curveyourlearning@gmail.com. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook. Find me anywhere. But right now you're going to find me outside reading my book. Enjoy. Have a wonderful day, friends.